Welcome back to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christine McKellar, celebrating Oktoberfest here with Mona and Tony from the Hofbrauhaus. Very popular spot, very festive spot. Love it. Celebrated my son's 21st birthday. I mean, we had a lot of celebrations there. Some I can't even talk about. So, Tony, you're one of the 4 partners in the Hofbrauhaus.
Yeah.
And you really wanted to bring a bit of the Bavarian spirit here to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So 14 years ago.
This was the reason. Yeah, we wanted to bring the famous Hofbrauhaus from Munich to Las Vegas because in Las Vegas has so much things going on. The
I'm sure
pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, and the Bellagio, all this, but nothing from Germany, nothing from Bavaria, and we thought, okay, let's do a Hofbrauhaus.
Yeah, but you may have heard, I know some of our viewers who've lived here as long or longer than I have. I moved here in 80 and took off for a while, 84. But there was the Alpine Village years ago. Have you heard about that?
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, it was very popular. Yeah. They had good Wiener Schnitzel, too, but I think yours is better. So are the chefs all from Germany?
The important chefs and the important positions, of course, yeah, because they have the knowledge. They have the knowledge about Bavarian cooking skills.
Yeah. Interesting. Now back to Mona and your festive, darling, adorable.
Love it. Love this outfit.
Love the ensemble. If I'd have had lederhosen or anything, I would have worn it. So you're the general manager of the restaurant. You've been there as long as they've been open.
Almost. Yeah, I came on board about 6 months. But I actually was originally a server. I got hired as a server, and then I was a bartender and a hostess, and I worked in retail, and I probably made a couple of Wiener Schnitzels myself.
Awesome.
And then I did every position in there and kind of worked my way up from the bottom to the top.
Well, sometimes that's the way to do it. Then you really know what's going on.
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree, Tony, that she would know? You couldn't pull the wool over her eyes. So, again, we were talking of how you've launched the Las Vegas Oktoberfest, and the weather's starting to coordinate with you guys. It's kind of nice. It's going to get cooler. People are going to crave heavier foods and things of that nature. So you have every weekend, Friday and Saturday, you have celebrity keg poppers.
Keg tappers.
Tappers.
Keg tappers.
Yeah, I'd rather tap it.
We have a show keg. Keg is filled with the Oktoberfest beer and the keg tappers.
Imported from Munich.
Germany.
Only in October, so you're going to want to get down there, right? And you have specialty cocktails as well, right? Didn't the bottle of Jaeger show up?
No, we drank that already.
Oh, wait, that's right. So
we'll have that later.
So Mona's going to tell a little bit about the special cocktails. And again, is this only for Oktoberfest, or do you just run them all year?
We do specialty cocktails all year round. We have 3 beers that we keep on draft all the time. That's our original lager, our Dunkel, and our Hefeweizen. But during Oktoberfest, we do a special cocktail called Apfelfest. Oh. So we use our imported Schonar apple schnapps, and then we use our Oktoberfest beer. So this is about the amount of apple schnapps that we use, and then we mix it with the Oktoberfest lager. So you get this sweet and tangy and just yummy, delicious, wintry fall drink.
What a nice pour. That was beautiful.
I'm pretty good at
Boy,
this.
she is really good at that. Look at the lovely little...
Now, of course, it actually comes out of the keg, so it's a little bit different. But it's all of our beer cocktails are a mixture of some sort of alcohol, and then we also mix it with a beer. So the ones we keep on draft all the time, the lager, is actually a combination of Jack Daniels and lemonade. We call it a jacked lager.
Whoa.
Amazing.
I bet it is.
And then we have, it's called a Cafe Coco Dunkel. So we use a Patron Incendio. It's a chocolate chili tequila.
Are you listening?
And we mix it with our Dunkel beer. And the Dunkel beer is a flavor combination of a caramel, vanilla, hazelnut. So you get that toasty, but then you get that sweet, and then you get that spicy bite of the chili on the finish. And we garnish that with coffee beans. It's amazing.
Beer is good food.
Yeah, it is. It is.
They've been saying that in Germany for years, right? Yeah. Beer is food. I have to believe
Second
that.
breakfast there.
That's definitely. Well, it's afternoon.
Beer is as good as bread.
Yes.
Yes, it is. And I even understand that pregnant women in Germany, not a whole bunch, but they will drink beer. I mean, it's not like it's
I'm not sure about that.
No?
I'm not sure
Maybe
about
it was
that.
just a
but
rumor.
Beer is German beer is brewed about the purity law.
It's what?
About the purity law. There's only 4 ingredients allowed. This is water, yeast, barley, and hops. nothing else. No additives, no chemicals, nothing. Only these 4 ingredients. And this makes the beer really special.
So when you add the different flavorings, though, how do you do that with the beer? How do they get that like flavor that you were talking about? Maybe a hint of coconut, or is that just the liqueurs?
Cocoa? Well, yeah. No, the beer each has its own flavor. So our last cocktail is actually our banana Weizen. And
she's just
the Hefeweizen, the elevation that the hops are grown at, give the aftertaste of a very banana and a clovey finish. So we add a banana liqueur to it to enhance that banana flavor.
Interesting.
So it makes for a really light, refreshing, really nice summer cocktail.
And so you have a whole list of cocktails then that you present seasonally.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's amazing what they're doing with beer now. I think up until, 5 or 10 years ago, they were just doing the basic home brews or craft brews, and people hadn't really gotten that creative with it. So have you always had this type of beer menu, or have you just, as the times, people's desire or knowledge?
We developed this during the time, yeah.
Well, it all sounds really good. I mean, I can't wait to sample
But
something.
we also do for some sauce. We use the beer. For example, for a pork roast, we have a beer gravy. The chefs mix into the ingredients for the gravy some beer to get this taste into the sauce.
That's interesting. You're giving a French for the money a run for their money, because they use wine a lot. And then the Germans, of course, use beer.
We use beer.
We use beer in a lot of. We use it in our beer cheese for the pretzels.
I love that. I was going to bring that up. That's your signature beer cheese, isn't it? With the pretzel dipping and things of that nature. So, you guys are pretty packed at night and on the weekends. You get a lot of college students, or is there a fraternity thing going on there?
Our guests, I would say, they are between 30 and maybe 55, 60 in this range.
Yeah,
of
but
course,
after a liter, they turn into a college student. they revert back to their college fraternity days.
These, would you tell our viewers again what's in this delightful?
That one is the Schonar Apfelschnaps. We import that from Germany, and then we mix it with our Oktoberfest. We call that an Apfelfest.
Yeah, I love that. I think apple lends itself well to beer. And do you use the cocoa beans or coffee beans, or do you have a coffee beer? I heard somewhere that
we
you
do. The Dunkel, our dark lager, is actually mixed with a Patron tequila, and it's a chocolate chili cocoa coffee tequila, and then we garnish that with the coffee beans.
Is that pretty popular? Because I love coffee beer, and generally it's seasonal. I've had guests on the show that actually make it, and so is that a seasonal? You don't serve it all year?
We serve that one all year. All year. Again, we serve that one, the banana Weizen and the Jacked Lager with the Jack Daniels. And then depending what our seasonal beer is, we change the beer cocktail for that. So after, in January, we'll start with our dark wheat, which was Dunkelweizen, and we serve that with an almond liqueur. So
it's amazing. Look at the look on Tony's face. He's like,
it's a nice description.
It's a very nice description.
Mouth watering.
Right. Yeah, it does make your mouth water. Just the very thought of, I love German food. You know, it's something. Your entertainment too is very special, like you said. Now, they're authentic.
It's an authentic Bavarian entertainment. We bring the bands over from mostly Bavaria, sometimes from Austria, and it's part of the Hofbrauhaus experience. Yeah.
And you don't get homesick because you virtually have your own Hofbrauhaus right here, don't you, in Las Vegas?
That helps, of course.
Is this the only one, or you have
no,
other?
We have there are right now more Hofbrauhauses in the U.S. For example, in Chicago, in Pittsburgh, in Cleveland, Ohio, in Columbus, Ohio, in St. Petersburg, Florida, and in Cincinnati.
Oh, that's amazing. It certainly caught on, didn't it?
Yeah, the brand is getting more famous. People know about what you can expect from a Hofbrauhaus, and I hope the brand can grow in the United States.
You have a lot of fun things going on there on the weekend, and you also have the Spankstress, Judy, who we're going to introduce in the next segment, so don't go away. Hopefully we're going to find a victim she can spank. We'll see about that, though. Not everybody was lining up at the door, I saw. It's kind of that paddle looks a little intimidating, but anyway, please don't go away. Come back for segment 3 with Judy the Spankstress, and of course Tony and Mona. And a quick shout out to the Red Roof Inn on Paradise, convenient to the Strip and the airport. Like I said, tune in, stay tuned, and we're going for a spanking. See you in a minute.